Hey gang, what's going on? Mr. Weaver here coming at you with distance learning session number 2 for Get Focused, Stay Focused. Today is April 1st, 2020 on a Wednesday, and I hope you guys are doing okay, and hope the parents and the family are doing just as well. So I'm here today to videotape and kind of tell you what we're going to do for this next session starting this week. And what we're doing is we are moving on to chapter 5, finally getting away from the biggest, longest chapter of the entire unit, which was chapter 4. So for this week's assignments, here's what I've got. First and foremost, if you've finished chapter 4 or you think you've finished chapter 4, go back. Look at each of those activities. Yes, each of all 18 activities in chapter 4. If you have no comments in any of those activities, that means you got 10 out of 10 project points on all those. If you have comments, go ahead and listen to my comments, go back and try to make changes and make sure you hit that box that says marked as completed so that I can go back, see that green check in my grade book, and go ahead and give you the points that you guys well deserve. The next thing on our agenda is chapter 5. So let's get going, shall we? In order to do chapter 5, which by the way only has 2 activities, one is a checkpoint, so it tells you how short and sweet that thing is. Chapter 5 this week is all about ideal careers and what might your ideal career be. So in order to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the video camera towards the website that I'm using, which is www.weaverscience.com. And I kind of think I have it right there. That's about as good as I can get it to you. I have my producers see if they can do any better. There we go. So in order to do chapter 5 this week, what I'm going to have you guys do is go to the Get Focused, Stay Focused link. And down below, you guys will see there it is, my 10-year plan, if you want to jump on that real quick. Chapter 4, this was everything that we did last week. There's that YouTube session and the Get Focused session number 1, which brings us to chapter 5. On chapter 5, it says YouTube chapter 5, which is the very session that we're doing right now. Session number 2, specific instructions, and then the list of things that I want you guys to do. So the first thing that I'm going to have you guys do is go down here. It says ideal career, Ideal Career Slides, which is a PowerPoint slideshow that talks about your ideal career settings. Do me a favor, go through those slides. I do not want you to do any activities involved in those. I don't want you to answer any questions, but I want you to read those questions so that you can kind of get an idea of what career settings you'd like to work in, whether it's in a cubicle, whether it's outdoors, etc. So just go through that slideshow and just kind of get that fresh in your mind. The next thing that I want you guys to do is go down here where it says Zappos Shoe Company video. If you click on that, that's about a 15-minute video on Zappos shoes and what they're doing to keep their staff happy in there. And once you've gotten those 3 done, then go ahead and go to chapter 5 of my 10-year plan. And that's where the fun's going to begin. So we click on my10yearplan.com. Go ahead and sign in. I'm going to do so real quick. And you guys would do the same thing. And it's going to bring us to this. So I'm going to go demo student just so I can show you guys what you guys are going to be doing. We are going to scroll down to chapter number 5, says your ideal career. Click on that, and we're going to skip that heads up video from Dane, and we're going to go straight into the first activity, the main activity for this week, which is my ideal career. P134 means activity 134. So let's click on this and take a look. When you open up this activity, you're going to be asked a few questions, and you've got boxes to provide the answers. Please, when you provide the answers in these boxes, number 1, make sure they're detailed, and number 2, make sure that you include a minimum of 2 sentences in every box, except for the last box, which I'll tell you what's up with that in a sec. Okay, so the first question that you're asked is, the physical setting that I want to work in is, give some thought to that, give me 2 detailed sentences in there, and you're good to go. The working conditions that I would most enjoy include, again, 2 detailed sentences, and you're good to go. I would like my work relationships to be, and again, same thing. Next question, the psychological reward most important to me when I work is, so 2 sentences on that. My goals for mixing career and family include, go ahead and give some thought into that, 2 sentences please. Financially, I would like, I don't know, depending on what you want and so forth, go with that, 2 sentences minimum. Finally, last but not least, the box which is necessary for skills says the skills I have or would most likely to acquire include. Now, this last box, I do not want you guys to put in sentence form. What I'm looking for is a list of 10 different skills that you would like to have or you already do have. And in order to do this, what I've done is if you go back to weaverscience.com and you go to Get Focused, Chapter 5, the very last thing that I have on the drop-down menu says Skills Wheel. And this is a PDF picture of the Skills Wheel poster that we have in class. If you click on this, you will see the Skills Wheel. And so what I'm looking for you to do is come up with a minimum of 10 skills. Skills are very important in the workforce. Skills allow you to market yourself to various different careers and jobs. So skills are very important. Please take a close look at the skills wheel on this PDF on weaverscience.com. And again, choose a minimum of 10. If you have 10 or more, or you would like to have 10 or more, then by all means put more than 10. But when I do grade this, I will be looking for a minimum of 10 skills. So from the skills wheel, you would list those. Again, they don't have to be in sentence form. Don't forget to hit the finish button at the very bottom. And then last but not least, the easiest 10 project points of the entire chapter, the checkpoints, go ahead and check that off. And then hit finished and you are good to go. So, compared to Chapter 4, this is a relatively easy weekly assignment, and I figured next week is spring break, which is kind of ironic because we're all homebound or housebound. But anyway, nonetheless, I figured I'd just hit you guys with Chapter 5, which is a pretty darn easy chapter, and you guys have spring break, which means next Wednesday I'm not going to come at you with the session YouTube video. The next video that I'll be coming at you with, which will be Get Focused session number 3, will be sent to you guys on Wednesday, April the 15th. So until then, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, you need my help, don't be afraid to drop me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And here's to a good week. You stay classy and you. Bye-bye.